Less than 2 years ago, I came out here to Bangkok, Thailand with just some hopes and dreams in my pocket. $1,500 to my name. That wasn't even my money. It was money loaned from an ex-drug dealer who believed in me. I told him my dream of being able to create a life completely on my terms, to be able to travel where I want, live how I want, and just to live completely on my own terms. And with coming out here with only $1,500, I had no income whatsoever. I thought I was going to have income because I was already on a setting offer in remote sales. But the thing is, with the setting offer that I was on coming out here, I had very high hopes and ambitions that it would be the offer that I would need to sustain myself and to create the life that I really wanted. But the reality was, it was an absolute shit offer. It was like B2B roofing agency, and at first it was very promising because they had closed a few deals, but after coming out here, just did not turn out how I wanted it to. The main reason I came out to Bangkok, Thailand was just because back home in the USA, I was living with my parents, working 2 9-to-5s, and I was already 20 at the time, so I just felt like I was already really old, living with my parents, just smoking weed, playing video games, and just doing that repetitive cycle of just waking up at 5 a.m., going to work, and then working until 10 or 11 p.m. at night, and then just playing video games, smoking weed, going to sleep, and then repeating that every single day. I just felt like I was in a constant loop that I could never get out of. And I tried a bunch of different online businesses. I tried day trading, e-commerce, drop shipping, with none of them being a success whatsoever. And obviously that's because the only knowledge I had at the time was from a fake guru in university, someone who's never owned or operated a business, never even touched 6 figures in her life. And with that knowledge, and additionally not being in a position where I had to make it work because I was living with my parents, everything was paid for, I had no pressure whatsoever. I was just in a very stagnant, mediocre type of mind where everything was just taken care of for me. So I was pretty much a grown-up child just living with my parents. So that sparked me to take the biggest risk of my life, moving out to Bangkok, Thailand with $1,500, no income whatsoever, so that way I could put myself in the position of having full pressure on myself to make things work, to create the life that I wanted. Because I really wanted to travel, but I also wanted to make money at the same time. I didn't want to be one of those people who just travel around, backpack, be absolutely broke. I wanted to stay the best of the best villas, which I'm staying in right now. We have 9 bedrooms. We went on a yacht party yesterday, went clubbing, did Muay Thai. It's been an absolute blast here, and this is the type of life I've always kind of dreamed of. Even when I was at my parents' house, I was just sitting in the backyard sometimes, just sitting down, closing my eyes for 30 minutes a day, just envisioning what type of life I wanted for myself, being able to have my own apartment, have very high-level friends that push me to my limits, and just to be able to tan, train, and do exactly what I want to do every single day, and kind of get that independence and freedom that I've always craved my entire life. I've been able to do so, but it did take a very big risk, and with that risk came a lot of kind of hardships, especially coming out here with $1,500. That went down very fast, especially with no income whatsoever. So after a few weeks, pretty much it went down to zero. And then I had to fast for even 3 to 4 days, not being able to eat, pay for rent, pay for electricity, water, or even the girl that I met at the time, which I'm still dating right now. I just wasn't really able to do much, just because with no income whatsoever in a foreign country, you can't just go work as a Grab driver or 7-Eleven because we're foreigners. So, I mean, we can't really do all of that. So we have to figure out a way to make it work online, which I did. Luckily, after 4 days, 5 days of fasting, I was networking, just doing the right inputs that it took in order to best position myself the best chance to land that first gold mine offer. And after a few weeks, I finally did. And it was like this day trading offer. And the very first night, it was like a brand new offer. I was calling up people as a setter. And as a setter, people don't answer. There's DQs. But luckily for me, I think it was one of the first calls I had. It was the hottest lead you could have ever thought of. I called him, and then I told him who I was working for, and then he just dove into all of his pains and problems that he was having. And when I was listening to all of his problems that he was talking about, I was looking over on the offer stack, and it looked like everything he was having problems with, we could provide a solution for. So instead of setting him up for a closing call, which is what I was supposed to do, I was flat broke. I needed money. I was starving. So instead of just setting him, I just went in for the kill, went in for the close, and closed him right there on the spot for $2,500 USD. And it was the first close on this new offer. It was like a grand opening of the offer, you could say. and just one of the first deal ever closed. So when I closed that deal, the CSO, which is the chief sales officer, he kind of knew my situation of being flat broke, and he sent me the 250 USD commission straight away, plus an additional $50 just because it was the first close on the offer. So going from flat broke to fasting to losing all hope to letting go of the scarcity mindset of how am I going to pay for bills to just doing the right inputs and acquiring the abundance mindset and just doing my best, was able to land me that first gold mine offer, as well as being able to close that first deal, and then finally being able to eat and provide for my girlfriend that I have now to come back over and to chill and to create the life that I really wanted. Now, of course, since then, just been scaling. I went from setting to closing, and of course that was a very wasn't that long of a process, but going from Bangkok to the Philippines and locking myself in a villa for like a month and just dialing in from setting to closing and leveling up my skills, investing in mentorships, masterminds, and just doing all the right inputs, I've been able to scale from I think it was like 2,000 or 3,000 a month as a setter to 10 to 12,000 a month as a closer, and then of course scaling up to 20,000 a month following those few months after that, and then just coming back to Bangkok with my girlfriend, the friends that I have now. And let me tell you guys, they're the best friends I've ever had in my life. Most of my friends back home, all they really do, smoke weed, play video games, they're in university, maybe a 9 to 5. They're just not really doing anything to create the life that they want. They're just settling for that mediocre type of lifestyle. And that's just not something you want to be surrounded with if you're having that craving and that deep desire for something more, which is what I felt. And maybe you're feeling that exact same thing as well. So, I mean, if you are trying to create that life that you want, you feel like you crave something deep down that's maybe not where you are right now, but you feel like there's something more out there waiting for you, I can help you land your first gold mine offer, because I've helped over 50 people so far in Living Unchained to create the lives that they truly want to live. So if that's something you are interested in, feel free to book a call down below. I can't help everyone, but if I can help you, I can walk you through the A to Z process on how I can, and then get you to your first $10,000 a month with remote sales. But yeah, following that, guys, we're in Koh Samui right now. It's absolutely paradise. As you can see behind me, it's sunny pretty much all the time. We have had a few rainy hours the last few days, but other than that, it's all sunshine and rainbows. We're at a yacht party. We're doing Muay Thai. We're about to get another villa after this mastermind is complete. So just being able to surround yourself with very high level individuals that might even be levels above you has helped me level up myself, as well as the people who are here. It's just a very high frequency environment where you just want to work, create content, close deals. It's just a lot better than just sitting in your room alone, maybe playing video games, scrolling on reels, and just not really moving the needle forward. But here, when you're just maybe thinking about slacking off, maybe sitting around in the pool, and then you see someone on a sales call, or you see someone making a reel, making a YouTube video, that kind of sparks it to be like, oh, I'm not doing enough. I need to go out there, close some deals, make some content, and just move the needle forward. And that's the power of network. You literally are the average of the 5 people you hang around. I know it's pretty cliche, but it's absolutely true. If you're hanging around 5 losers right now, they're in the 9 to 5, they're stuck, they're doing drugs, drinking, not doing anything to level up. They're leveling down. They're moving downwards, and they're most likely destroying themselves, and they're probably destroying you as well. Compared to hanging around 5 killers making 10K, 50K, 100K a month, and let's just say you're making $0 a month. There's no way you're going to stay at $0 a month for long, because hanging around these people, you're going to become the average, and you're going to learn what skills they know, what knowledge they know, and you're going to incorporate that into your life, so that way you can put the right inputs into your own life and start creating the life that you truly want. So yeah, other than that, guys, it's been an absolute banger time here at the Mastermind. I recommend you guys to come out here if you guys are out here in Koh Samui, Thailand, or Southeast Asia. We're going to have another one very soon, so stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one.